bad boys.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. This is our favorite thing to do, basically.
We love to unbox.
Just unboxings, and tonight we are doing a few of them.
Yeah,
we're lucky.
It's a big night for unboxing. We haven't actually filmed for a while.
It's true.
It's been weeks, I would say. Well, we did the Christmas videos, but we had a mild night that night. We only did the 2 Christmas videos, and we didn't really get much production done.
We did do a live stream.
Yeah, and you know what? We did a live stream 1 or 2 times before that, too, and the live streams have been kind of cutting into our video time.
Our bread and butter.
Yeah, so today we were like, hey, let's just crush some unboxings.
Yeah.
We have 12 bottles.
That's so much fun.
It is so much fun. And we started completely sober, so like we're still sober.
We're still sober.
And this is bottle 4 of the
night.
night.
4 of the night, so that's good.
So this will be our 4th dram of the night.
And we should mention that we end up pouring back some of the drams sometimes because we don't want to just be total, loser drums.
Not till like the 12th night.
Yeah,
video
later
or
on, whatever. But anyways, without further ado, we have the, and I might be pronouncing this wrong,
you will
GlenAllachie.
GlenAllachie?
Sure.
Like an
alcoholic?
I would say
GlenAllachie.
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 Yeah.
Like Allen Key.
Well, we're not from Scotland.
No.
And you know what? Well, maybe originally like 20 generations back, and like your uncle's.
Well, my grandpa was Scottish, so it's not that far.
He taught you nothing.
No, nothing.
But yeah, we haven't spoken a lot of.
Anyways, this GlenAllachie is aged 12 years old. Check one.
Yeah.
It is 46% alcohol. It is non-chill filtered, natural color.
Boom, boom, boom.
All the boxes. The price is a little higher.
Yeah,
but
we did. So we picked this up at the Strathcona liquor store in downtown Victoria. Which when you're in downtown Victoria, you're gonna pay a premium for anything. But nonetheless, it's about selection as well. This is a difficult bottle to get your hands on. I don't think they even carry it at the BC liquor stores, so you have to kind of go in search of it. And the reason that I went in search of it was because, drum roll, this is ralfydotcom, Ralfy Mitchell's Whiskey of the Year for this year.
Interesting.
Yes.
So that is right there, just kind of exciting to try, because he always, last year he picked the Ardbeg 10-year-old, which everyone can get their hands on. It's not like a rare spirit,
readily available,
which is actually nice that he picked something that people can actually try.
Something attainable.
Yeah, where this is, it's a little harder.
But Ralfy this year has been big on these lesser known, maybe smaller distilleries that, he's talked a lot in his recent videos about the big distilleries and how you're kind of getting less for your money because they're pouring so much money into marketing, and now you're getting these certain series and age statements in this. So
good examples is like Macallan does that,
and Highland Park
does that.
So those are 2 big ones that he kind of mentioned, and this is kind of like the return to age statements and over 40% and all of those things that you talk about.
People that are very passionate about making their whiskey.
The good stuff. So if this is his whiskey of the year, presumably it is going to be quite delicious.
For sure. So I'm going to let you do the honors. Why don't you show the people what the bottle looks like?
There you go.
It's relatively low key in its presentation, which I think is another thing that he is a fan of. There's no, it doesn't come with tassels and nipple rings and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice that way.
And it is purpley pinky with gold trim, which is interesting. Actually, the GlenAllachie, you got me thinking now. The GlenAllachie lettering, it reminds me of kind of like Flintstones, like chiseled into stone, kind of like.
Yeah, they're a really old distillery. From the Stone Age.
I gotta see the angle here. Cripes. Oh. Remember how we were talking previously about like the easy to open tabs? There it is.
Just get them set
okay. Where am I? There it is. Okay, peel off. Whoop. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
It was-
Somewhat anticlimactic on the
Just a
cork pop. It just kind of slipped out of there.
popcorn fart.
Here we go.
So again,
We're not basing anything on the cork pop, though.
No, we're not. Natural color. This is quite light, which is cool. Because sometimes those lighter looking bottles actually have packet punch. The other thing is, I know nothing about this distillery.
So this is
it is a space side. I know that much.
Well, it's from the Valley of the Rocks.
Ooh, okay.
So that you know. Where's the box? That'll tell us
Right over
everything.
here.
You've gone and chucked the box away. That's all the research we've got.
From the Valley of the Rocks, GlenAllachie, from the Gaelic, GlenAllachie, meaning Valley of the Rocks. The geology here is dominated by ancient rock formations, not any old stone, not any old whiskey either. Okay, whatever that means. Anyway, cool.
Okay.
Let's just get to it.
In the nose, it has an interesting nose to it. It's somewhat...
That is quite different because it has that malty style that like Speyside, kind of like Aberlour's sort of has. But
what kind, does it say the cask finish on
there?
Well, it's a bit floral. But it's also a bit...
There's a note in there that is very distinctly different though. Like a characteristic that makes it its own.
It's a bit Fig Newton.
Like almost, you know what it reminds me of? When kind of like the lager from Red Arrow is kind of yeasty.
Oh, okay.
It has like a yeastiness to it.
But there's also, it's quite an a robust nose that's very there's a lot going on here because it's a bit grassy too.
Yep.
But it's a bit heather honey. You know?
There's no peat or smoke in this one. Like it's very.
But there's a range of flavors here. Like it's going from like grassy to herbal,
honeys,
to
vanillas,
sweet,
herbal,
to floral. Even I thought
floral.
like the first thing that hit my nose was kind of.
I honestly find like
perfumey.
a little bit yeasty.
But you know what? That perfumey note is mellowing a little bit as
almost some
as it sits in the glass.
Honeydew melon kind of smell in there.
Melon, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a stronger vanilla now.
Mm-hmm.
This
It's
is
different.
One
this one is evolving as we speak in the glass.
Yeah, within minutes.
And I can imagine that when Ralfy did this, he let it open up a little bit and have a chance to spend some time. But
and
like
it has
first impression,
it has a bit of lemon zest to it as well.
For sure.
There's a bit of a sizzle there. Like the nose, you could nose this one for hours.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on in here.
This is a fun one. Multi-dimensional. Huh?
There's something going on and I can't pinpoint it. That's the beautiful thing about whiskey though, is like you're not really supposed to pinpoint it. It reminds you of things and it brings you back and there's nostalgia
taking you
there.
To a place, yeah. But again, this is a grassy field to me a little bit.
It is, yeah. It has a little bit of that what's this called? Okay, remember that GlenAllachie stuff?
Yeah.
13-year-old?
Yeah.
It has a little bit of that in there too, like the grassiness.
Oh, all Allachies are the same.
Exactly. Okay, let's taste it.
Drink it. Thumbs up. That is not what I was expecting.
No. That is like a drier.
It's like roasted nuts.
Yeah, there's.
What? That does not match the nose. Like I'm looking for what?
Like it is a little sweet, but it's not like malty sweet like it is on the nose.
Weird. Okay.
It's almost drier, like a white vermouth kind of thing.
Vermouth is interesting. That is kind of like a hint of that in there.
That is so different. I can see why this got rave reviews because it's not what you expect, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's, again, something you can't really pinpoint.
The second sip is even different than the first. Like, the first one is kind of like...
That
it
roasted
pops
nuts
you,
thing, like you said.
right? But that was the first thing that hit me. I was like, what? I didn't smell roasted nuts.
It's almost like a candied pecan kind of thing going on there, too. A little bit saltier on the palate than the nose.
Your tongue takes a couple of tries to kind of register it, like, because like it's like the tongue is feeding the brain, right? And the first shot that my tongue took of it was like, I don't recognize this. What's going on here? Kind of like zapped me, and now I'm
it's trying
now
to register.
I'm kind of like fitting. It's like, you know, new shoes, kind of like you get in there, it's a little bit, and then you got to kind of cushion them in there and kind of get that that curve going, you know, like work them in.
Work to your step.
Yeah, work it in.
Yeah, this is like, it's my brain's trying to compartmentalize where this fits in the ranks.
You've got all these different whiskeys in these different compartments, and now you're going like, which one does this one go into? And it's almost like there isn't a compartment for this one. The aftertaste is
completely
very
different.
The aftertaste is very herbal.
Yeah, it is. It's almost Glengarry-ish, but kind of like a white wine finish or something too. There's a lot of different things going on here. I bet it's like a dry one. I find it's not.
It finishes dry.
It finishes dry, and it's not a lot of sweetness really.
No, it's actually it's a lower sweet. Whereas like
it's there.
The nose, there's a lot more sweet on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you could call this whiskey of the year based on the nose alone.
Yeah, it's got the barley sugars and everything, but it might be because we just opened this bottle and everything's going to open up a little bit further coming up, but it's very unique.
It is.
Yeah. So for Ralfy to call this whiskey of the year, I think he's probably looking for things that are genuinely different in a whiskey.
Well, that guy's tried a million whiskeys,
exactly,
right? Like,
and
he's looking for one that,
different.
Like, I could see how that first taste would instantly kind of like be like, whoa,
yeah, like
that's different.
Shock him.
The hell is that? Yeah, you're not. I don't know. 90% of the time, the nose matches the taste like pretty close
to a point. Yeah, exactly. You know what you're gonna get out of it, or it's either like less and then the nose or the flavor's big and bold, or it's like, you know. I can't really describe it.
Well, this is a fun one, and I can't wait to kind of get to know it. First impressions is it's a starter. Let's get into it. Let's spend some time with it. So
again, 46%, natural color, non-chill filtration, age statement of 12 years, all good.
Checking all the boxes.
All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's dig into this one, and thank you for joining us, you guys.
Thanks for the recommendation, Ralfy.
Trenny and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why. Subscribe on YouTube.